What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're installing a new grill to the Bronco. All right, we're gonna take this other grill out. I like it. It still looks okay. I like the color of it. I like the style, but I do not like the three-piece. It makes it look cheap. So we're doing it with a three-piece, and I got this new one-piece grill from this company called American Modified. They offer a variety of grills depending if you have a front camera or not. Right now, this is the only one that they have that has a hole for the front camera. The others that they have, you might be able to modify it in order to include the camera. I don't know. You try that at your own risk. But pretty cool thing about this is that it comes with letters. A bunch of letters. Now, they did come in nice little packaging, right? But I kind of removed that, individually wrapped. But now we have a whole alphabet of letters that we could do whatever we want. You can put whatever you want on the front of the grill. Actually, first, let's talk about the grill. So the grill itself, I mean, it looks very OEM, right? Original equipment. And it's kind of flexible, right? But the plastic itself is kind of like a rubberized plastic. So it seems like it'll take a little bit more wear and a little more flexibility to it. This one looks like it's painted, right? It looks like it's painted afterwards. You can see the backside is not painted. I kind of like the way it looks without it painted, but again, it is kind of like a rubber material instead of hard plastic material, which is interesting. It's super lightweight. It also feels thick. There's a little thickness to it, right? So hopefully it'll do well. It'll last well. Yeah. All right. So this one does not come with the back vent bracket. We have to actually remove it from the old one, which I have it up there. We'll remove that old one and switch it out with this one and see how it goes. All right, so let's compare the original grill. This is the original Bronco Outer Banks grill. I think it might come with a couple other models. This one is painted a nice glossy black color. This is the one that just came in. It is a little more flexible. It feels a little bit lighter. Same glossy black color, same exact size, one piece itself. This does not have letters in the middle of it. This one does, okay? And this originally came with just regular white letters. I did add these stickers on here just to make it, stand out some. But we have to use the brackets that are in the back of this and transfer them to the new one, okay? Want this thing to fall. Let's transfer the brackets on and to see how it goes. Now, if you look at these, I mean, every single, spear that it has and connections and holes are exactly in the same spot. Everything looks like it's exactly the same, which is exactly what you're looking for, right? One pretty cool feature about this is that it actually has holes all the way through. The only holes that it does not have is right in the middle. So it doesn't have holes right where the actual letters start, right? Yeah. Okay, so first let's take that one off. Okay, so this is the grill that I bought aftermarket, and I don't know if you remember, but I bought it from a cheap Amazon returned items shop. And you can see this is a three-piece. 1, 2, and 3-piece. So again, the shape of it looks pretty cool. The style looks good, but it is definitely visible. There's a line. There's a crease. I mean, so far I've had it for about, I don't know, a month maybe, and it's still okay. No big issues. I've gone through car washes with it. I've gone on highway roads, on gravel roads, and no issues at all. Alright, so there's two things you have to do here. One is remove this little plastic cover that's here, right? And unplug the camera and water fluid that's on here if you have a camera, right? So let's do that. Well, let's move this out of the way first. Let's put that there. Okay, so let's remove these real quick. So if you look at them, these have a little crease right there. You can slide something right there, pop it out. Now it is easy to pop the whole thing out, or you can do it individually, however you want. Sometimes I've seen where these kind of break when you try to do them separately, but hey, let's take them out. See, that's one piece out. This one here got lost. This one here, slide it, pop it, and drop it. That's 3. All right, all 9 of them have been removed. So this thing just pops right up, okay? You might have something here kind of holding it back. wiggle this out, move this to the back. This is my winch. Don't worry about this. This is aftermarket, so you might not have that. If you do, awesome place to put it. Out of the way, kind of hidden, still very functional. Okay, I have some wires that go right through here that are for the actual fog lights. These right here that I need to replace also, but so we got to remove the zip ties that are on here. I think I have 3 of them. Or you can just chunk these at the neighbor's yard. I'm just kidding, neighbor. These can recycles, man. And then unplug this thing. So this thing is actually not that hard to unplug. Okay, so I remember correctly, it's right here. And just push in on this side here. Push in pretty good, pretty hard. And it kind of removes this clip. And you can pull this right out. And then this is the water. Like, why is there water here? Well, actually, when you turn the windshield wipers on and spray water out the nozzle, it also sprays water right here. FYI. Alright, so those are out. Alright, so now that this is disconnected, everything's removed, you should be able just to pull on this, just grab the actual grill itself and pop it out. Be forceful, but gently. Got to remove these bolts. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to go too fast here. You got 4 bolts you got to remove. You can use an impact tool or a screwdriver type style with a 10mm socket on it, right? First time you take these off, these are pretty tight. These are on pretty tight. It does have some Loctite on it, so they're on pretty tight. 2, 3. Alright, so once the bolts are off, everything just slides right off. Nothing else. Nice and easy. Now the camera, if you notice, is still here. We have to remove the camera and this back plate and transfer it to the new one. Okay, so you have 6 bolts that hold on this little bracket here. It's like the air vent bracket. And then you have 3 bolts that hold on the actual camera bracket. Okay, the 3 bolts that hold the camera bracket are T27s. And the ones that hold on the air bracket are T25s. Okay, now you might be able to use T25 on everything, right? But it does fit a little bit loose. It might work if that's all you have, but it really is a T25 and T27. 1, 6, and then T27s. We got 1 and 2. Oh man. Goes 2. That's off. And then there's a third one, but it's kind of hidden right back here. Alright. Alright, so now that everything's off of the old one, we're just going to transfer this over to the new one, right? So that's the new one. This is the old piece. This is the one piece that comes out of the original grill. And it lines up right. If you look at it, everything lines up perfect on it. See? See? To there? Just like a dad. Right? Just gonna screw all these in. Actually, first we're gonna put the wiring harness back in here because I don't want to try to figure it out after. So let's do that first. Let's line this thing up first. Okay, so we got a little problem. This is the camera would fit on here, but it doesn't, right? And here's the issue. If you put the letters in 1, 2, 3, there's supposed to be a hole here in the middle, and then the other 3 letters, 2 and 3, right? So in order for me to put this camera in, it doesn't go by itself. This thing doesn't fit in it. I mean, even if I put it on the outside, it looks horrible, but then you can't put the letters in there. How are you going to put the letters in there if you do that? So you either put the letters in first, cut this whole piece out, make this thing slide in there, but you have to put the letters first. So let's see how we can adapt this and make it work. But man, not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be easier. All right, so let's figure out how we can use these letters real quick. We got all the alphabet, A, B, skip a few, and Y, Z, right? Anyways, you have to get a little creative on how you use these. And some of these letters look kind of different. Like this A has a little angle to it. The D has a slant there. The K looks good. The J looks kind of weird. The Q looks pretty cool. It has a little dip on the bottom. Maybe make that something different. I don't know. And the V looks kind of basic, unusual. The S looks cool. The X is nice. And the W looks weird also. Okay, but I know they're trying to go with the actual Bronco font, which is pretty cool. All right, let's see what we can figure out. Okay, so assuming you want 6 letters all the way across, you want to maybe 4 and leave the side ones blank, but it is difficult to do like 5 letters. That's nearly impossible. It doesn't look right. It looks slanted or to the side or something. I don't know. So let's figure out some 6-letter words that we can put on here, or some 4-letter words that we can put on here. I already know a few 4-letter words we can fit on here, but all right, let's try. Okay, so we can go basic, forward. So you don't have an extra O to do Bronco, but you can do like Bronco with a D just upside down and it still says Bronco, right? Or maybe you could use a Q if you want to be weird, right? Or maybe you can put the O on this side and make it like, I don't know, Bronx. Or Bronca. Kind of a female play, right? How about carbon? That sounds cool. Nachos. Going with the Sasquatch thing, you can go with Yeti. Or Sasquatch. Cabron. Or pinche. Or how about something you might yell when you're on a horse? Charge. Torque. Okay, how about move right? Or move over? Alright, so you pick the letters you want. You're going to put them in first. You can put 2 or 4 screws in here, 3 screws. Some of them will only fit 2. It just depends what kind of letter it is. But go ahead and put the letters all the way in. Alright, you have to put on the letters with the provided screws. And then you have to cut out the excess plastic. And you can use a utility knife or a little blade or a little saw for it. Okay, you're going to cut the plastic on each 4 corners. And then you should be able to put the camera bracket right through the middle of it. Make sure you're doing it in the right section. Okay, so it actually cuts pretty easy. I just did this one and just goes right through it. Soft plastic. You can line it up straight and just cut straight down. There it goes. See? This one and this one, both. Okay, we're going to do the other side now. Oh shit, dude. Come on. One piece out. Peace out. And the last section, just like that. Alright, now let's put the camera in there and see how it looks. Not the best, but maybe pushing it in a little bit, forcing it in there might work. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna work. Okay, so you might not have to rewire and reinstall all these clips back on here, but I have to do it because I had to switch it from one to the other, and I had to remove the wires. So hopefully you don't have to do this part, but if you do, just clip each one of them kind of where they go. So if you have a camera, you know that the camera sticks out for about 1 inch, and so you have to kind of elevate the size to make sure you can screw everything in tight. And then these are the T25 bolts. Just put them back where they were. It should be 6 of them, nice and snug. And then finally the 3 T27s, 2 on each side and 1 on the top. Alright, and the camera fits nice and snug, right on the edge on top, and perfect on the bottom. Okay, now we're going to take these little clips right here, and we're going to insert them in all of these. Okay, start here, right in the middle. All of these. Okay. All right, we're going to put this guy in now. Okay, everything clicked in pretty well all the way around. It fits nicely. All right, now we're just gonna put these screws on. Okay, I got 3 zip ties here, and again, this is just the fog lights wiring to move it out of the way, so it's not really affecting this more than anything. All right, now we can put this back on, but first, actually, let's put this guy back on. Let's do the water one first. And then this. Nice. Now we can slide this guy back in here. Boom. Alright, you got all these clips, and these are just going to slide right back in. First like that, and then in. If you want to be smart about these, you see that little gap that's right there? You can face those to the sides, so that next time you have to go in there, it's easier to get under. Instead of being this way, it is that way. Easier for the screwdriver to get in, right? This clicks in there. Boom. Alright, I think we're good. Alright guys, tell me what you think. I think the glossiness of it looks pretty good. The shape looks good. It's all one piece, and we were able to adapt the camera on there. And then again, you can put whatever you want on the front.